Hello out there. I'm Geronimo, and we're about to go to another level here in Craigtech New Horizons. Halfdan Lifenail here gave us another quest, this time to get all the high-tier metals from the Platinum line. Acid production and cone production are complete, and all the bees are keeping resource supplies topped up. And we finally did it. We cracked the tree. So, what happens now? Your guess is as good as mine.
Is your premonition failing you, mortal? The tunnel closes in on you. So eager to turn to darkness, you failed to see the light. Mother Gaia offers to embrace you as a hero. Many have come before you, each with gifts as unique as their ambitions. The founders, renowned for their ancient knowledge rooted in the foundation of Earth itself, bidding you welcome while cautioning you away. The Titans, heralded for their strength in battle and in character, in their infinite force, always advancing the technologies of war. The Seekers, ever searching, ever questioning, ever learning, pursuers of truth, they always find the way, even when you lose yourself. The Mythics, clever, sly, savage, beasts of the divine herself, keepers of secrets long kept, lost to time. They whisper to those who have the heart to hear. And the transcendence, architects of power itself, guardians of the way, the bridge to the gods. Now, mortal, you know the truth of what you can achieve, and the mighty tide that bears down on you, should you continue down the path of...
You mean the path you gave me, Halfdan? Nice try with the leaves, but I'd know those creepy eyes anywhere. What gives?
The traitoress? I am Halfdan Leafbeard. Leafnjall is my... brother. Right, yes, he's my brother.
And I'm supposed to believe that because... Listen, man, I gotta say, Halfbeard, was it? The resemblance is uncanny.
All right. The truth, as ever, is more complicated. A story for another day, okay?
Wait, at least tell me this. The voice I've been hearing. Someone telling the story of my day, every day. Like a super broken conscience. That's you?
Well, yes.
You let me think I was going crazy. I was wearing tinfoil hats.
The gods work in mysterious ways, mortal.
Dude, not cool.
Just find the light, adventurer.
Find the light, he says. Okay then. This tree effigy looks familiar. Is that the light at the center there? Wait, well, would you look at that? Light indeed.
His inner flame is fading. Single rays at the fall of night. The tree at the source weeps and breaks. Gift or curse, knowing is trading, or freely taken by timing right. The update from the skies awaits. A place among heroes is also waiting. Rekindle your heart, hone in your sight. The founders know the ancient ways.
I'm not sure how to take that. My inner flame? Ancient ways? Update from the skies? The founders, though. Leafbeard back there, if that's his real name, did mention them. I guess it wouldn't hurt to see what they have to say. Here they are. Hello out there? I'm Geronimo?
Ah, yes. We've been expecting you.
Expecting disaster, that's what you mean.
Of course it is.
He doesn't know, does he?
He couldn't possibly. Consider his design.
Then take it from me. Nature knows best.
Have you considered the slime mold? I've heard good things.
Efficiency can save the world, or destroy it.
Okay, things have gotten pretty weird. Let's summarize. I cracked the tree because some ancient entity promised me power, then gave me more work instead of a reward. Out of nowhere, this massive temple, or shrine, or whatever this is, appears, where what I can only describe as the exact same entity promises enshrinement as a hero in exchange for I don't even know what exactly. A tree talked, the world itself looks different, I have hundreds of new recipes, and 2 statues called me a dingus and said if I don't institute a slime mold paradigm, I might destroy the world. Right, okay. I know Leaf Y'all did me dirty last time, but there's this too, the metals. Turns out, we actually need those to keep going down the path in the ancient tome. To unlock the next tier of circuits and the next tier of progression, we gotta have them all, even some Halfdan didn't mention. I think we try to kill 2 birds with 1 stone here. Maybe there's some extra efficiency to be found while we sort out this massive pile of things we need for Platline. For one, there's these. I'm still loading these bad boys by hand. Crazy, I know. But with the possibility of running out of input items actually being more of a probability, it just didn't seem worth it. But now, things have changed. Meet the new Quad EBF, with a sidekick. With these, we can finally automate tiered ingots. No more 3,000 ingot batches of aluminum. The extra one is for all those up-tiered recipes where we'll need multiple energy hatches. Not we need at the moment, but they're coming. Trust me. This also gives us a chance to test the level maintainers, which is convenient, because if we're going to try and be efficient about the Platline, we'll need to know how these work. More on that soon. Here's what I know so far. They function kind of like a level emitter, but rather than being used for machine control, they're used to initiate the recipes we have programmed in applied energistics. The idea is that A is programmed to know the recipes for various ingots we need from the EBF, levels fall below what we have defined in the system, dust will get made or sent from backlog to be smelted. With a dual interface sending ingot crafting recipes into a subnetwork, the stocking input bus can grab all the steel dust when the ingots are requested. It'll work the same way for every dust, with a stocking input bus grabbing the dust into whichever EBF we want, as long as we have dust, which now we do, thanks to some other recent work. If the founders want to see efficiency, maybe part of that is getting the most out of what we already have. This place needs a complete rethinking in the near future, but for now, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And this ain't broke, it's just slow. So increasing the steel rate by a factor of 20 just felt right. Using the slime mold paradigm here, bear with me. There's a crazy web of chemical reactions that are possible using the downstream byproducts from oil distillation. Turns out, despite all the time I spent noodling over it, I did not find the optimal path for every byproduct. Butene has been a massive bottleneck, which I tried fixing by doubling the rate of distillation for severely steam-cracked heavy fuel, which meant I had to double the rate of steam cracking, and all that did was run us all the way out of heavy fuel without solving the problem. Instead, there's an early sequence output that's just been sitting around for a few hundred hours voiding away. Butadiene. A little light hydrocracking and distillation later, and we're churning out almost a bucket of butene per operation. A huge increase from the pathetic 20 mil buckets from steam-cracked heavy fuel. Slime mold. Who knew? Look it up. The founders are definitely onto something. Now for the big one. Platline. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. This thing is going to be a beast. But with the right setup, I think we can please both sets of gods. Here's what we'll need. 2 large chemical reactors, an EBF, a mixer, an electrolyzer, a sifter, a fluid solidifier, a centrifuge, a distillation tower, a fluid extractor, a macerator, and a fluid heater. Luckily, we made a few of these before, and we can even autocraft a few too. But there are also some brand new multi-blocks with brand new recipes. Not to mention we'll need all the power cables and AE cables and components to go with them. Should be fun. Are you ready for progress? Alright, we're just waiting on the final machine to craft. Man, what a trip this has been. And those new multi-blocks are no joke. First of all, they're big. And secondly, the recipes are a doozy. What a gift from the gods, though. Almost makes me question my allegiances. There's more where those came from, too. The Ancient Tome got a serious update. Every tier of power got some new options. Oh, what might have been. Okay, final checks here. I think we got it all. Except for one thing. This is going to be way more efficient if we're using the highest tier hatches and buses we have available. The trouble is, I haven't automated these little guys yet. It's nothing too complicated, but until I got the EBFs automated earlier, vibrant alloy just wasn't in the cards. The slime mold. Probably would have seen this coming if I was thinking like a slime mold. It's showtime. Many thousands of ingots later, and the project test now contains every last thing we're going to need. I hope. We're going with the level maintained Platline, originally designed by Niels. All the information I use is available in the GTNH Discord Tips and Tricks channel. There's some changes required to get it working in version 2.7, but all reports suggest it's by far the most energy efficient way to go. The founders should be pleased, even if I'm technically doing Leafnyal's bidding. Don't really like the way that sounds. There it is, here we are, let's do this. Once again, it's time for progress. That was a mission. A very, very expensive mission. But I'd say that's a lot less machines, and therefore a lot less power than otherwise would be required if not for the level maintainer setup. But we're not quite done. One of the quirks we figured out with the level maintainers is that they only reliably make crafting requests if you set the filter with real items, not ghost items from any eye. Which means we need one of every output. Rhodium, ruthenium, palladium, osmium, iridium, and of course, platinum. Nothing to it but to do it. Hand jamming machines, my favorite. I know, the slime mold efficiency, yada yada yada. Dust in hand, and platinum configured first. Seems to be working. Oh yeah, I did some mining off camera here too. But yeah, platinum is working. I can hardly believe it. Okay, palladium next. This feels so unbelievably good. Huge thanks to Neoven for helping me get it all working. Total legend. There's still some work to do, but look, we have high tier metals. I don't even know who to tell first. We'll need to tweak a few things. For one, ammonia just needs to be running constantly. Platinum seems to take priority, and it drinks the stuff. Everything else kind of sneaks in there where it can when the platinum recipe resets. That's fine, but I think if we add just a couple of LCRs to the system, it can multitask, and we'll be rolling in LUV materials in no time. If you made it this far, I really hope you enjoyed this one. Much like Platline can only be explained by seeing it, you can really only take in all the detail of this build in person. If you're interested in a world download, hop into the Aesthetics Hub Discord using the link in the description. That's the place to be if you want to be included in a build like the Hall of Heroes in the future too. Anyway, there's no telling what's coming for us next time. That's just the way we like it. We're on the verge of something crazy in this world. Feel it. And hey, stay positive out there.